which I really appreciate. So thank you to everybody that watched, liked, and commented on that video. I really, really appreciate it. But there's been some developments in the drama. If you haven't seen the first video, you should watch it. I'll link it down below. But I think, it'll catch you up to speed on what's happening. So check that video out and then come back, because there's been some developments, and I feel like the first video I kind of really broke down the basics of the drama, what was going on. But we're gonna get into the most recent events, okay? If I'm not mistaken, the last thing we left off of, okay, there we go, was Bhad Bhabie making her second diss track on Alabama. So at this point, we've had Bhad Bhabie drop one, Alabama Barker dropped one, Bhad Bhabie has returned for another one. We've gone 3 diss tracks out of this, okay? So at this point, Alabama has turned her TikTok comments off, because that's, where the majority of all of this beef is happening. It's all over TikTok. This diss track, the third one that Bhad Bhabie dropped, I'm not even gonna lie, is a little bit out of hand. Like, it's crazy. If you've not listened to it, go ahead by all means. It's called Miss Whitman, and it's a bit of a dig, because there's this movie, and I am blanking on the name of it, but the character is Alabama Whitman, and she's a prostitute. So that's kind of like the first dig, but all the lyrics are diabolical, and she has like a Travis Barker lookalike in the music video drumming, and Bhad Bhabie's like twerking on the lookalike, which that's Alabama's dad. So like, crazy. Probably the craziest thing for me when I first heard it was that there was Kanye West kind of like sampled into the song, which you would have to get approved for doing that. And so I'm kind of sitting there like, along with the rest of the internet, being like, why was this approved? Like, why would Kanye West be okay with Bhad Bhabie sampling his song Carnival in her freaking diss track about Alabama Barker, who is Kourtney Kardashian's stepdaughter? Obviously, Kanye West was married to Kim Kardashian for a really long time. Well, yeah, decent amount of time. They have 4 kids together. So, like, everyone's kind of wondering, like, why would Kanye let that slide? He ended up coming up with a statement saying that he did not approve of any of the AI beef. I don't know what he means by that, but he did not approve of the sample. Like, I think he means like it was maybe as a team and not him directly, and he didn't know that that's what it was going to be used for. Like, there was just kind of a miscommunication, and he explained it as like there's always a ton of different requests to have samples used of his songs, and he kind of just doesn't really care and doesn't really look into them, or him or his team, whoever. So he didn't know that that's what the sample was for. So obviously, maybe a bit of a regretful moment for him, but maybe not, honestly. Like, who knows? So yeah, in response to all of this, Alabama Barker has now hinted that she will also be creating another diss track, which is just, awesome. That's what we need, another diss track. But if you guys want to know what's literally crazy, I've been thinking about doing this little update video today, and I was kind of thinking about when I was going to do it, and I was on TikTok like not even an hour ago, and this video comes up on my For You page of Levon, the baby daddy, like Bhad Bhabie's man or whatever, like literally the guy that started all of this beef, okay, who she was like trying to, sorry, it's my iPad, Bhad Bhabie was trying to like, come at Alabama for like trying to steal her man or whatever. This same man, Levon, why is he on my For You page going to dinner, like, or like lunch or something? He's at a restaurant with a totally like another girl, like a third girl. So I don't know if we'll have another diss track entering the chat here, but like fully another girl. And then it was, videoed, someone like through the window of the freaking restaurant, or the food establishment, which like you can always count on people to be messy, but someone was filming him in there with the girl, and then coming out of the restaurant, like hugging her, them getting in their cars. But like, that's just so brutal. Like, that's so brutal. He has these 2 girls absolutely tearing each other up online, and he could not gaff. Like, why is he out to lunch with someone else now? So along with that, now we've had Alabama Barker's mother, Shannon, make like a TikTok video kind of defending Alabama, and it was just like to a sound of someone else speaking, but like she was, basically don't mess with my kid kind of thing. So now the parental figures are getting involved, but all of this has really kind of drawn attention onto the fact that Travis Barker may not be a great dad, and that's like the consensus I'm seeing a lot of online people saying that he's allowed her to hang out with people who are significantly older than her from a young age and kind of dress inappropriately or provocatively from a young age and get into all this nonsense because she's kind of been in this drama scene for a while, right? Like she's always kind of been controversial, I feel like, since I don't know, maybe a couple years. I feel like I've always seen people dogging on her, which I feel bad for her, but like it does a little bit seem like she may be getting into it herself. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think there's a certain level of fuck around and find out, you know what I mean? Like I think it's just really like blown up into another extreme, and I feel bad for her because it's like I think we're all forgetting the girl that's being bullied and like dragged on social media, regardless of where you stand, is only 18. And it's like I feel like everybody probably made mistakes when they were 18, you know what I mean? Like everybody probably did one thing or two things or three things when they were 18, and it's like if everybody had that broadcasted online, I think everyone's lives would be a little bit different. It's also just, so I feel like Travis Barker's parenting style has kind of come into question a little bit. Maybe there's never been a conversation about like behavior on social media, you know what I mean? And then I think a lot of people are finding it quite comical that her siblings, Landon Barker, her brother, she has a sister, and I'm forgetting her name, I think it's Atina, something like that, but they're both on their social medias, like couldn't care less about all this drama, like they're just continuing the scheduled programming, you know what I mean? And it's like at the same time, literally what are they supposed to do? Like, are they meant to like start fighting Bhad Bhabie too? I don't think so. Like, I really think Bhad Bhabie could probably take all three of them as well at the same time, like virtually, like she could drag all of them, so may not be wise for anyone else to get involved. I think at this point it's probably best for the diss tracks to just stop, you know what I mean? Like we can only go back and forth with diss tracks for so long. Like how many are we gonna make here, right? Like someone's gonna have an upper hand, like somebody's always gonna have the last track, right? Like someone's gonna have the last diss track out unless you keep going until you're freaking 85, you know what I mean? Like that's not gonna happen. So I'm curious to see how this all unfolds, and I'm curious to see how this will resolve itself, if it will resolve itself. I'm confident it will, to be honest, because I don't know if any of you guys remember Bhad Bhabie and Malu when they were beefing in like 2017, and like I think Lil Tay was involved in that too. Like there was so much happening that was around like the like Jake Paul and like Team 10, and oh man, kind of nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, also a side note, I saw FaZe Banks and Alyssa Violet are like not together, but like together in a sense of like being next to each other, not like dating together, but they were on my For You page today too. I was like, what is happening? And like the Sway house is all back together. If you can't tell, I'm like really chronically online, and it is a bit painful for me too. So that is the update that I have for you guys today. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and you can leave me a comment if there's any other celebrity gossip you'd like me to discuss, because I feel like I'm like a freaking drama channel now and I kind of love it.